So what we're talking about is we're talking about using masks that move to allow you to map a mask or a set of masks to the movement of a particular layer. So what we have here is a piece of text, if I can just get it to pop out from behind that wall. Okay, has it frozen on me, I wonder? Bear with me. Okay, just look at it slightly smaller here. So you can see text coming out from behind that wall, and it's going behind that structure, and then it comes out the other side. So what we're looking at is we're looking at, first of all, the need for you to create a number of fairly complex masks, and you can see those masks here. A little bit bigger, so you can see there's a lot of masks here, so you can see it's fairly straightforward. They're all just masks set to add that make the text visible as it moves through those structures. Okay. Now I suppose the real problem that had to be solved that required the use of track mattes was actually quite obvious. It was right in front of me, but I hadn't actually thought of it when we were looking at rotoscoping, and that is that if you have a mask that's attached to a text layer, such as we did with the boy walking in front of the text, it's fine if the text is static, but if the text is moving, then the mask is going to move with the text. Masks are stuck to layers. So as this text moves, the mask would have been picked up and moved with the text if that mask had in fact been applied to the text layer, as we had with the original example. So with that in mind, you need to find a solution that allows you to create all the masks that you need for the text to be revealed and hidden and all that kind of stuff. So the mask has to take an effect on the text layer, but the mask cannot be on the text layer. So that's when you use what's called a track matte. So basically all that's happening here is that the mask has been applied to a solid, or the masks, plural, has been applied to a solid, and the track matte selection here on the text layer has been set to basically be that solid. So I can put any kind of mask I want onto that solid, and so long as I set the track matte of the layer that I want to be masked to that solid, then it will take the masking from the layer above it, in this case green solid, because I've selected alpha matte green solid 1. And that's basically saying use the masks on green solid 1 and apply them to this text layer. Now this will only work if the layer that you want to use as a track matte layer is directly above the layer that you want to be masked. So you can see that there, and you'll see that the icons change there next to the text to imply that we have a track matte relationship going on here. So what I'll do is I'll just take this from scratch. Now this is a handheld camera effect. Now this is where it gets complicated, because the other side of this is that we don't want to have to rotoscope or move the mask frame by frame by frame by frame every time the camera moves. Now that's something that you will have to do if you have a figure or a person that walks in front of text, because it's not it's an irregular shape. It's not static in the shot. The person is moving, so you will have to rotoscope them. But when you have something like this, which is essentially a bunch of rigid static objects that just move in unison with each other with the camera, then you can start to get a little bit creative with how you apply the movement of the masks to match the movement of the camera. And it's as simple as basically a camera tracking process. So what I'll do is I'll start, as I say, from scratch with the background footage. I'll do a track camera, just let it work out the scene, and this will take a few seconds. I'll tell you what, I'll call this